This is WNEP's Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. Join us for Streamside Adventures. Days in the field with new and old friends. It's all about making memories and following traditions. And exciting hunting experiences with interesting people. We've captured the beauty and majesty of the great outdoors. And it's all next on Pennsylvania Outdoor Life.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. I'm Don Jacobs in the Pennsylvania Outdoor Life cabin. Have to apologize. Last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, our show got all boogered up somehow, and our stories didn't run. So guess what? We are indeed going to share them with you today. Our first one is about boating safety. Christian McNamara is a cadet getting ready to be a waterways conservation officer. In fact, he's moving to Lackawanna County to run the show there. We stopped by Lily Lake with Christian to talk about boating safety. And what is your role with the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission?
I'm a waterways conservation officer trainee.
So that means you're going to be on the water before you know it, right?
Yep, yes sir.
Graduate soon.
Yep, June 23rd.
So we're here doing our usual story on boating safety. How important is it to practice safe boating?
Very important. There's a lot of unexpected things that can happen on the water, so you want to be prepared and be as safe as possible while you're out there.
Now there's a checklist that you guys do, especially when you go on a boat or when you're inspecting a boat, things that have to be in every boat. What are they?
Well, first, you want to make sure that your boat is registered. You need PFDs. PFDs are the simplest and most effective way to stay safe while you're out on the water. So I have mine here. This is a auto inflatable here, but there's also these wearable PFDs, and you want to make sure that they are readily available. So you want to take them out of the package. That way when you need them, you can grab them.
One for every person?
Yes, one for every person on the boat. And children 12 and under need a life jacket at all times on boats under 20 feet and all kayaks, canoes, and paddle boards.
No, when I was growing up, that little orange block was all you need. You need one of those on there too?
Yep, this Type 4 throwable device here needs to be immediately available to the driver, and just in case any emergencies arise, it's right there for you.
Do I need a fire extinguisher?
Yep, you need a fire extinguisher on boats 16 feet and longer that have closed compartments. They need to be Coast Guard approved, and they need to be mounted and in good working order. So make sure this needle here is in the green. You can see right there.
Okay, yep.
Good working order. You need a bell, horn, or whistle on all vessels.
And that's to let somebody know you're in distress?
It can be just to get someone's attention.
Get out of my way or whatever.
Yep,
right?
Get out of my way, or I'm coming, or I need help, yep.
We picked a beautiful day to do this story, Christian.
Heck yeah.
And when he's done, he's going to Lackawanna County, beautiful Lackawanna County. Lackawanna River, Lackawanna State Park. You got some beautiful streams going through your area. Are you excited about going to Lackawanna County?
Oh yeah. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
This is a quiet lake.
Yes.
When you start talking about Harvey's Lake and Lake Wallenpaupack and even the Susquehanna River, there's a lot of people that get their thrill going fast. They're partying, right? I mean, there's rules that you have to follow when you're out there, isn't there?
Right. So this lake is slow no wake until the Saturday before Memorial Day. Other lakes, they will have posted signs or buoys there stating slow no wake.
So there's also kayaks, and a lot of people are using fishing kayaks these days, or just kayaks to have fun. What do they need to go on a lake or a pond?
Well, you need your PFD, like I said, a bell, horn, or whistle, and you need to be able to register your kayak or canoe or have a launch permit only when using boat accesses that are owned by the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission or DCNR.
And you have to have paperwork with you too, right? I mean, you have to have the registration and license for the boat?
Yep. If you have a registration, you need that on the boat at all times, as well as a boater safety certificate. Boat operators who are born on or after January 1st, 1982, who operate a boat over 25 horsepower need a boating safety certificate.
So like everything though, everything in moderation. You don't want to be speeding when there's people around,
Right.
And as far as drinking goes, you guys are pretty stiff on drinking and boating, aren't you?
Right. BOI is a pretty big offense. Drinking and boating, it increases the chance of having an accident. Alcohol impairs your coordination, balance, and judgment. So you definitely want to choose a designated boater. It's illegal to operate a watercraft while impaired by drugs or alcohol, and you're over the legal limit at 0.08 or higher.
And it's a pretty good stiff fine, isn't it?
Yep, there are hefty fines. You can lose your boating privileges and, in some cases, imprisonment. We're out here patrolling, but we want to make sure everyone is following the rules of the road on the water. We're here to make sure everyone is doing it safe, and we hope that everyone is enjoying their time out on the water.
And I'll tell you what, I've driven by some of the bigger lakes, Lake Winola, Lake Carey, Lake Wallenpaupack. People are indeed getting ready to boat all summer long. So please be safe out there. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.